What's going on, YouTube? We're gonna get right into it. This week in crypto has been on the news real heavy because your guy, I'm gonna say your guy, the Facebook Libra head person, Mr. Marcus, was facing the Senate and the Congress this week, and he got grilled. He got grilled. But that's not really the whole point of this thing. This is part of why I got this on the screen called Beware of Shitcoins, because this is what was quoted in the second day of the hearing process, which was in front of the Congress. And this was brought up. Okay? This was brought up, which actually sort of like identified the difference between Bitcoin and the alternative currencies, all the altcoins, Bitcoin and shitcoins. Keeping it very blunt, basic. This is what it is. So now, putting that aside, we're going to talk about this thing that people do and get involved with, and that's out there called HYIPS, HYIPs, high yield investment platforms. Gambling, bunch of garbage platforms that just rip people off, and you have people who use their rented channels on YouTube. I say rented because they don't own these channels. YouTube could shut them down and they have very little recourse to do anything. So they don't own these channels. They get on, turn on the camera, and then they promote these HYIPs. Okay? The problem I have with the ones, the marketers, the promoters, YouTube, whatever you want to call them, that do it all the time heavily. I mean, this is the nature of their channel. The problem I have it, besides them trying to, I guess, appease or make themselves feel good by putting a disclaimer to warn the people that, you know what, this is all a risk. It's not financial advice. They're not financial advisors. Use money you can afford to lose, risk capital, all that junk and garbage. It's still is posing to become a problem because you have people who are unsuspecting, who don't understand anything about what's going on, but they understand how they want to make money, right? People understand how to gamble. People understand how to play, how to go to the casinos. People understand how to just, use scratch-offs and play lotto, the lotteries, a dollar in a dream. So they're going to understand when they see a platform promising 10% an hour on your crypto daily, every 3 days, forever even. They're going to take their hard-earned monies and try their luck using the link of that YouTuber. The YouTuber has no control as to whether that platform continues to pay, lives up to their promise and expectations, or dies and exit scams like they 99.9% of the time do. You have so many hypes that come up on a regular basis, almost daily. Because I'm watching these platforms and these guys are promoting the same style types of sketchy programs that are promising all types of money. And sure, a few of them have shown that those programs are paying. You could see that there's some type of success to lure you in. This is how you get lured in. Look, I'm making this. Look, this is paying. Look, if you do this right now with me, join with me, use my link, the earlier we get in is the least amount of chance we get exit scammed on, because we could scam the people who are fighting fire with fire, doing that nonsense. Meanwhile, your skills and you can't do what those marketers are doing. You can't do the same thing those promoters are doing. Because if you could, you would, and many people would be doing the same thing. Many people would be doing the same thing. That's what separates. This is why it's shady. Because if you say, okay, this marketer is dealing with, let's say, 2 or 3 hypes, and they're showing you, look, this is how I did it. You could do the same thing. I guarantee you do the same thing, it's not going to work for you. Or else you wouldn't see people complaining in the online chat groups. You wouldn't see people complaining in the comments. You wouldn't see people complaining on Telegram. You wouldn't see people complaining in Discord groups. You wouldn't see people complaining in YouTube. There would be some a form of kind of like, I guess the lesser of two evils. It would be a little bit legitimate. If you could throw money into a hype and get paid on a regular basis, and then it's working for the marketer and it's working for the audience, there wouldn't be so many sketchy platforms coming out all the time, scamming on the people. But these guys give you their links and try to sweet talk you into jumping into the platform. This is why you got to be careful. You got to be careful with these hypes. It's garbage. Crypto's already speculative in nature in general. It's all speculative in nature. People are just trying to make guesses and trying to, predict where these things are going to go, whether they have a product or provide a service. It's all the same. But on top of that, you're going to add an extra layer of fire and risk by putting your hard-earned funds that you have to convert to crypto and utilizing these crapshoots, of platforms called HYIPS, crap tables, where you have a better chance of succeeding playing 21 or blackjack than putting your money in hype thinking that you're going to get what you're promised. Come on. Open your eyes and realize what you're doing. Realize what's going on. It's about greed. It's about taking your money. It's not about fulfilling anything. It's about robbing you. And you're willingly imparting your hard-earned monies and giving it away. You have no one else but to blame but yourself. Because that crypto YouTuber or marketer or promoter can't save you. Can't do anything. In fact, they become the target naturally because you didn't hear about the program if you didn't watch their show or their video or whatever. But they just becomes the victim too. They are victims as well. The problem is they carry on tradition though. They keep doing the same thing and you keep falling for the same thing. Keep falling for it. And why I'm saying is because I see it. This is something that I see. It's there. They claim it's passive. They claim these things are passive, providing passive income for a moment. And then when it stops, what happens? Some of these hypes have been running for years. I know one that's been running since 2016. Before BitConnect really introduced lending to the world, there's a platform that's been running since 2016 and it's still running to this day. But then you have these other platforms that are so crazy, 200%. You give 200%. If you give them your crypto, they'll pay you 200% for 2 days. 48 hours, you'll have your principal plus interest. And then you believe them. And you end up finding out they scammed you, they robbed you of your money because they're not paying you a dime. And those who do try to pay, they don't pay for a long time. They pay just to reel you in. And then by the time you get in, it shuts down. That's why some people say you gotta, get in early. The Ponzi structure, get in early when it's fresh. When it's just up and running. So that way you can get the most that you can get out of it. And whoever comes in after you, it's whatever. You don't care because it's about making money. No, it's about greed, being selfish and full of yourself and robbing people and encouraging the madness to continue by turning on your camera, acting like you some type of hero or trying to assist people. No, you want to assist your own pockets in a foul way, clowns. Wake up.